There is always a door in the spirit waiting to be entered. But one of the things you should understand is that doors in the spirit don't open to the casual, they open to the consecrated. So doors don't just open because you are standing in front of them. They open because what? Of consecration. There is always a door in the spirit waiting to be entered. Prophets are not merely messengers, they are gatekeepers. So every prophet you see is a gatekeeper. So moving in and out of dimensions, accessing realms others only dream of. That is what basically prophet does. But one of the things you should understand is that doors in the spirit don't open to the casual, they open to the consecrated. So doors don't just open because you are standing in front of them. They open because what? Of consecration. There are levels in the prophetic that cannot be reached through mere zeal. There are keys that open realms, and price tags are what protects them. There are keys that open realms, and there are price tags on those keys. So before you find it, you must what? Pay a price for that. There are dimensions in the realm of the spirit, and like I said, you must understand that the prophetic is not a gift alone. It is a realm, a dimension of divine communication. It is a movement. It's a manifestation. Let's look at it from the tabernacle of Moses in the Bible. There are three primary zones. The number one was the outer court, and the outer court was actually talking about general believers. They rely on priests and pastors to hear God for themselves. So the outer court group of people are the people that rely on the pastor, they rely on the priest, they rely on the prophet to hear God for themselves. So if they need anything, they are unable to access. This group of people are in the outer court because they source their voices from the pastor, the prophets, and the people they know they are closer to God. We also have the holy place. The holy place is where the prophetic giftings begin to flow in dreams, in visions, in presence, accurate words. So the holy place is when you begin to take grasp, you begin to take fragments from the realm of the spirit, you begin to pick up revelations from your dreams, from your visions, from impressions, from accurate words, divine utterances. This is the holy place. So we have the outer court, that is the general believer. When I say the general believer, I'm talking about the believers who refuse to hear God for themselves, but they depend on the pastor, the prophet, and then the man of God to access the voice of God. And then the holy place is when you see the prophetic gift begin to manifest, where people are able to access the voice of God through revelations, visions, dreams, and other platforms. And we have the Holy of Holies, or the Most Holy. And the Most Holy, it talks about deep union with God. The Most Holy talks about deep union with the Lord. You don't just receive prophecy, you become prophecy. In the Most Holy, or the Holy of Holies, your life, your posture, and your movements echo divine patterns. Whatever you say becomes a pattern. In fact, a man that operates from the Holy of Holies, or the Most Holies, at that place, you don't wait for revelations to come. You are the revelation. And you don't wait to see visions. As a matter of fact, you have access. I told you, they are like keys. You have access to those keys. You enter when you want to enter, and you come out when you want to come out. So you are not limited by anything. Why? You are in the Most Holy. You are in the Holy of Holies. Most people stop at the gifting level. That's the holy place. Few press into the Most Holy place. But that is where divine mysteries dwell. That is where you become the friend of God. That is where you are qualified to sit in the council of God and take decision with God. Because it is where God dwells. It is where God lives. It is where major decisions about the earth are taken. Where you see God taking a decision about United States of America, and he invites you. He's about to take a decision about United Kingdom, and he invites you. He's about to elect the next pope, and he invites you and say, what do you say? You see, so God, you are not just invited to the meeting, you are also asked to contribute in that meeting. That's the Most Holy. And like I said, those doors are not open for the casual, they are open for the consecrated. The consecrated and the separated. They are open for the consecrated. You don't just enter there because you desire it. No. But do you know what is the key? The key is hunger. It starts from hunger. Everybody must be hungry for a move. Until you hate where you are, you cannot move to the next dimension. Until you hate what is happening to you now, there will never be a change. God never denies the desperate. Spiritual hunger is the currency that unlocks spiritual dimensions. So there is a currency that unlocks spiritual dimensions, and spiritual hunger is one of them. So if you need to access this dimension, you need hunger. You have to be hungry. Let me put this to you. You must be hungry to prophesy. It's not a sin. You must desire to prophesy. The Bible says, desire spiritual gift, especially the gift of prophecy. It's not bad. Desire. I desire many things and I'm pressing towards them. I realize that whatever I desire and I press and work towards it, I achieve it. So desire. And this must be more than desire. It must be what? Hunger. Be hungry. A man that looks for food is a hungry man. If you're not hungry, you don't look for food. That's why David said, as the deer panted for the water in the desert. As the deer panted for the water in the desert. Psalms 42 verses 1. Moses said, show me your glory. Paul prayed, that I may know him. Philippians 3:10. That I may know him and the power of his resurrection. You see, all these people were hungry for something. So the next dimension will open and the key is hunger. God never denies the desperate. Be desperate, be hungry, be tasty, and be desirous. Go beyond a casual act. Go beyond that. And you see doors begin to open. Every prophet who accessed realms beyond the natural dimension had a common trait: violent hunger. There are many people that join my mentorship platforms most of the times, and after I check them, I realize that they are not hungry. So they have seen a prophet online. They wish and they desire they prophesy like him. So when they see a mentorship platform, they join, and within 3-4 days, they fall off. You know why? They were never hungry. They wish. A man of God, I wish I prophesied like you. It's not enough. Hunger will make you continue searching until you are satisfied. Hunger will make you go every length to get fit. So sometimes there are people, when they claim they want something, I just give them time. Within some period of time, you see them falling off. It was a wish. How many of you saw people preaching and you wish you were like them? You saw people having 6 packs and you also wish you have 6 packs. So the next day you hit the gym. Second day you hit the gym. Third day you hit the gym. And then the 4th day, they will now find reasons not to pursue that, you see. And then the one with the 6-pack, you will still see him with his 6 packs. You know why? He has done that. Now it's now a lifestyle discipline. Hunger will lead you to fasting and prayer, because prayer is the ladder of Jacob. Fasting is the key that unlocks locks no emotions can open. So every dimension in the spirit has a gate. Prayer is how we knock. Fasting is how we signal seriousness. When Daniel fasted, he entered the realm where angels fought on his behalf. Jesus fasted 40 days, 49 before power began to flow in his ministry and his life. Can I say this? Every serious pastor who is here and cannot fast, you are not serious. Fasting shows the sign of seriousness in your life. Now, fasting doesn't bribe God. It aligns you. It sharpens your senses. You can lie to any man, but not a man who fasts and prays. He will catch you. From the altar of prayer, he will catch you. Because fasting weakens the flesh and tones the spirit to an altitude where you are able to hear from the Lord. Mix prayer and fasting consistently. So hunger will lead you to fasting and prayer. And after fasting and prayer, spend time and do meditation. And from meditation, you will realize that doors begin to open. Hear this. A gift may come once, but a realm must be entered. A gifted man can prophesy today and that ends it. A man in that realm lives there. You can wake him up and he begins to prophesy. You can slap him, he begins to prophesy. You may prophesy once by a gift, but to prophesy continually, to access the secret of nations, to carry governmental revelations, you must enter a realm. And realms open through consecration, through hunger, through fasting and prayer. A gift may come whilst you are eating, but realms are entered by hunger. They are entered by consecration. They are entered through fasting and prayer. That is how realms are accessed. That's why you can never compare a gifted person to a man in that realms. A man operating from those realms is a consecrated man. It's a man that is violently hungry. Your hunger determines the dimensions. God is bigger than the revelation of Isaiah. God is bigger than the revelation of Daniel. He's bigger than the revelation of all the prophets, including Moses, who the Bible said he saw him face to face, and God spoke to him like a man talked to his friend. He's bigger than the revelations of Moses. Whatever Moses saw was what his hunger could give him. Whatever Isaiah accessed was what Isaiah hunger could give him. Whatever Jeremiah accessed was what Jeremiah hunger and consecration could give him. If you consecrate yourself more and you are hungry more, you will access more. As a matter of fact, whatever dimension God is based on the definition of the man, and the man's definition can be determined by the hunger of that person. Some people say he's bigger than all the biggest. People are coming out with different definitions, but that is not what he is. Hunger, consecration, prayer and fasting, consistency, and then purity of motive usher you to realms you will never believe you can enter. Realms are doors, and doors respond to keys. And the keys to those realms: consecration, violent hunger, fasting and prayer, consistency, purity of motive. Those are the keys you use to open realms. As for a gift can come to a person with impure motives. Do you think the people making money from the prophetic gift, they are not anointed or they are not from God? They are from God. I told myself something: I will never prophesy for money. If I will live the rest of my days prophesying for fame and money, then there's no need living. I will never prophesy for that. Because sometimes you just realize that there's more blessing when you do it genuinely. There's no blessing. I'm not expecting everybody who is here to get back to me and say, oh, man of God, thank you. No, because I'm not doing it for you. It's an assignment the Lord gave me. It's not about you. I don't love you too much to sacrifice all this. This thing I'm doing is an assignment and I must obey. It's a divine assignment, so I'm obeying that. So some people say, oh, man of God, thank you for your love and sacrifice. Sir, I'm not that generous. I'm doing this because it's an assignment. The Lord spoke to me and said, do it, so I'm doing it. Simple. That's the honest truth. Sometimes it looks weird, but that's the honest truth. Your appreciation or inappreciation does not change my attitude towards the assignment.
After watching this powerful teaching, you now know the levels and how hunger for spiritual gift can help to see in the Spirit. Hunger and desire for spiritual gift is the major hack to get the gifts of Spirit. Hunger will not die easily, rather it gets more day by day. Desire spiritual gift today. In prayers and fasting with discipline and knowledge, you would begin to manifest in the desired gift. Do you want to know more about how to open the spiritual eyes and ear, or see and hear in the Spirit? Subscribe to this channel to get notification after we post a video about it soon. Also, do not forget to like and comment with your point of view. Shalom.